AMC absolutely killed its earnings, but why did it fall today? Let's talk about what's been going on with AMC's stock price as of late and cover an article that provides some very interesting information that you guys possibly want to know. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of my analysis on AMC. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up with our link, not only do you support the channel, but you also, of course, can get a free stock of a great selection of companies and join a social investing network and follow us on there. Keep up to date with what we're buying, what we're selling, and of course, our thoughts on the overall market. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Let's get into it. Alrighty, guys, here we are with AMC Entertainment, currently sitting at about $31.80 per share, down just about $2.06 a share, or about 6.10% on the day. Not a great way to start obviously this video. Of course, when we're down on AMC, it is unfortunate to see there, and you're probably wondering what happened, right? AMC absolutely blew earnings out of the water yesterday. They did incredible. They did an absolutely incredible job. All of their numbers are up very great, and they're doing very well. The only downside was the kind of lack of cash flow. We saw that cash flow was not as good or as great as it was expected to be. But other than that, all the revenue numbers, all of the other numbers and guidance that they put out it was very good. It was pretty good by industry standards as far as Wall Street is concerned. So a lot of you might be wondering, well, why did the stock tank today? There's a few different reasons why. We're going to read into an article here that tells us a little bit more about why and what happened, obviously, today. Also, too, just to give you guys a time frame of when this video is being filmed, this is August 10th. Of course, this video will be going up about a day after this, so August 11th is when this video will be up, just to let you know so you guys are aware of the overall timeline that we're on. But let's look into this. Let's look why AMC dropped today so significantly after a great earnings report, after the amazing day it had yesterday as well. AMC blew earnings estimates out of the water yesterday. The earnings call saw the company post far better numbers than anybody expected, and it also allowed Adam Aron to make a big announcement for the company regarding its accepted payment methods. However, some still seem to be unconvinced. In fact, short sellers are daring to open up more put calls against AMC stock still, even in the face of retail traders who rapidly buy stock in order to squeeze the air out of shorts. Let's read a little bit more here. Jim Canos, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, unconvinced by AMC stock even after big earnings day. AMC did crush its earnings yesterday. It posted better numbers than analysts predicted, indicating or including beating revenue predictions by some 15%. It also had some major news to boot. CEO Adam Aron says the company will now accept Bitcoin, or before the end of the year. Chanos is unimpressed, though. He says that beating low expectations does not give him a positive outlook for the theater chain. Beyond this, Chanos also doubts streaming as a cinema killer. The reality is that things have gotten worse at this company, says the investing magnate. So clearly something has changed, and that change is streaming. Is Chanos right? AMC certainly doesn't think so. As Adam Aron put it quite eloquently in yesterday's call, that there have been many other cinema killers in the past and none of them have lived up to Bear's claims. So this was a big kind of contention point that I saw on a lot of different social media websites, and of course in some of our comment sections as well, with people arguing about whether or not AMC is cool or they like AMC or whatnot, was that streaming services, right? Even though AMC did post good earnings, we did see, of course, the arguing of that, well, streaming services are going to kill off movie theater chains in a year anyway, so why does it matter? There's a lot of that kind of talk going around, and again, I don't agree with it. I think that the movies are an incredibly unique experience. The big screen is truly just it's a way of experiencing movies that you cannot replicate anywhere else unless you have your own home theater, which more than likely you don't, because that's a very expensive, obviously, thing to have. Most people want to pay $10 with their friends and go to the movies. They want to go see the new Marvel movies. They want to go see the new big blockbusters that are coming out because the audio systems are great, the screens are big, there's a crowd, so there's reactions and things that happen in the theater that you wouldn't get if you were just watching at home. Again, there are these very specific experiences that you can get at movie theaters that you just cannot get anywhere else at home theaters. And so even though streaming is becoming more popular, again, I don't think it's going to replace these big blockbuster events that we keep seeing with a lot of these big movies. It's just not something that I think is ever going to go away, at least in American culture, let alone around the world. Now, as far as the low expectations for earnings go, again, it makes sense. I don't know why he thinks that just because the analysts were putting these low targets and AMC beat the low targets that's still a bad thing. It does mean that AMC is still moving in a positive direction. Sure, it's not that hard to beat low, to beat low expectations. It's not that difficult. But the expectations made sense, from that perspective. And just because this guy thinks that, AMC is going to get killed out by Disney Plus in a year, it just doesn't make sense. In my opinion, I think he's wrong, and I would disagree heavily with him. Let's keep reading a little bit here and take a look. TV was going to, this is a quote by the way, TV was going to kill off movie theaters, VCRs was going to kill off movie theaters, DVDs were going to kill off movie theaters. Each time movie theaters proved, resilient. Americans went to a movie theater 1 billion times in 2019. That's my point. There's my point exactly. There you go. Chanos might have his reasons, but AMC stockholders are bound to remain unconvinced. And with the way retail investors can initiate short squeezes out of spite, there's no wonder why he allowed his put to be just 1% of his hedge fund's total assets. So that's the other funny thing, is that if he was so confident in this position and so touting of his own, his opinion on AMC, why take such a small position? Why take only 1% of all your total assets in your firm? I mean, if you really feel that way about the stock and you really think that you're so right, take a bigger position on it. It's funny. I think it's funny. Again, no diss towards him. I'm not trying to start any fights or anything, and I can agree or I can disagree with him all day. And at the end of the day, it's a respectful discourse and all of that. But again, I don't think that this is a fair thing to say about AMC. I think AMC is going to do very well over this next coming year as more things begin to open, as long as there are no new lockdowns with the Delta variant and everything involved with that. As long as there isn't any more shutdowns and lockdowns, I think AMC will be okay. But again, it's going to take some time. It takes patience, because AMC, of course, is still kind of building back up its business and reestablishing its steady cash flow with all its leader chains, and that's going to take a little bit of time to get established. Let's jump into the last part of the video here with TradingView. We have the app now. I downloaded it on the computer, so we don't have to just switch to another tab. It looks much nicer in my opinion. I also changed the background color black, so it's a little bit more contrasty, so you guys can see it better. Here we are with the 1 day, 1 minute chart. As you can see here, market close was pretty much just about an hour ago. This is what we've seen in after hours. Nothing really crazy here. But again, lower than expected. We started the day high, and a lot of people expected this after hours run to continue into today, but unfortunately that just did not turn out at all, and then continue to go lower as the day went on. RSI peaked heavily here below the 30 level, but again, it just kept dipping. So again, that was kind of a pattern fail there. I like using the RSI to plan entries into these types of stocks, but even then, the RSI sometimes just does not pan out on the 1 day, 1 minute. Let's plot the wider here to the 1 month chart. We can see overall what we've been experiencing with AMC thus far. As you can see, AMC pulled back significantly from those highs that we were making, and unfortunately this uptrend has just been shattered by today's intraday trading session. So from a technical aspect, AMC still has some movement and some work to be done in order for there to be a positive outcome as far as the stock price goes. We're going to be watching it very close here, guys. We're going to be patient with it. We're going to keep providing you guys with news, but other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for AMC today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up with Public and use our link, not only do you support our channel, but you also can get a free stock of a great selection of companies. And of course, you can be part of a social investing network that's growing every single day and has a ton of your favorite investors likely on there buying and selling the stocks, and you guys get to know exactly what they're doing and what we're doing whenever we post. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.